Oda Nobunaga in this weird spot on the starting map, so I'm losing a bunch of time. The strat's pretty much the same. We're just gonna try and get a horse. By the way, this is new game. No officer data, things like that. So just completely default settings. It is novice, but novice reaches about normal, a little higher than normal difficulty by the end of the game. It actually can be really hard on certain sections, so it's no cakewalk with the full thing. It's just everyone's gonna be probably level 8 or 10 by the end. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, the whole horse thing. I want to just say, I'll apologize for having a very, very long a long stream of me trying to figure out if you can get a horse, but no, 100%. I would say 99% likelihood you are not going to get a horse turn 1 in this game. You unfortunately just do not, for whatever reason. It's the first 2 turns actually. The game, it's not just in Nobunaga's prefecture, it's in any of them. They don't seem to want you to find a horse. And this also extends to finding or recruiting officers. The game doesn't want you to find or recruit other officers as well. And I don't know why that is. I think this has to do with a lot, especially you can get random generic officers, but you can't get any named officers. You can make a custom officer a really good starting position. Yeah, it was bad RNG before. I'm being real. It's really awful RNG. See how much closer we are? We can just walk down now. I can actually just skip a whole base, I think. Yeah. Much better. Much better. You will hear me, not hear me, but you'll see me hit start a lot to go to my menu just to make sure that the line is always connecting from my main base to their base. I'm going to play a little bit more risky with... No, I should have played riskier last turn once I took the base, but I always got to just be careful about this starting positions. You can see that, yeah. Nobunaga, great at clearing bases. 1v1 is okay. I was explaining before I reset, but yeah. Attack, slash. Attack, slash, the stun. Like this. Attack, slash, the juggle, and then you can do attack, charge to the white. And it's just unbelievably powerful. He's a fast character for that. It's got decent stuff, but yeah, basically it's 1, 2, 3 attacks. Really good. And yeah, the reason I'm not going to be using generic officers is that, just on a comparison, they're just far weaker than the regular named officers. Once you take the base and connect the supply line, basically, as long as the base that I just took doesn't get taken, the enemy ruler will now appear. You cannot win this map by just defeating base captains. No matter what anyone says online, you must defeat the enemy ruler. Attacking. And then once you defeat the ruler, everybody flees. They're also invincible while they flee, so you can just kind of troll them if you want. Stand in front of them, bully them, whatever, but they won't die. Also for this run, we're not going to be capturing any units. There's a reason for that, is that the strategy that I play in this run, we're going pretty much full out war. Because if we wait or pass turns, the enemy starts getting stronger and stronger. This extends to most modes. Nice movement and attack. I'll take that. Could get reach, but he really doesn't get reach. His reach actually isn't bad. Really not. That was a much better run, by the way. Yeah. Starting positions and where, you know, kind of where you'll appear on maps, completely random. In fact, your unit count doesn't have as much as an impact as it really should when taking over bases. But there are like tactics and things apparently you can get. I haven't messed with that too much. I know formations make a big difference. We're gonna level up sword twice here. You're gonna see me level up sword until we get to level 3. I won't be going for the level 4 in this run. But that would require getting 500 kills on a map once we have the level 4. But it's really not necessary. This isn't a bad start. It's pretty much a straight shot. And then after I do that, I'll start restoring troops, and I might do some restoration in between. But there's always the limitation of money, and we didn't get a horse sale, so the RNG factor with buying horses, right? Because that's the important thing here, is that not all horses are the same price. So sometimes you get a sale and you get one for, you know, 1,600, or even sometimes I haven't seen it cheaper than that. But the point is, you can get them for cheap. Once we get level 2 or 3, we can just out pretty quickly. There shouldn't be anyone else. There's a morale boost at every 100 kills usually. If I leave a base and I didn't get all the captains, there's a very high chance one base captain would return. You'll notice them by the name over their head. But yeah, you can see me basically, I'm just connecting one line to the end for the base, and the moment sometimes there's bad RNG and it won't connect fast enough, but generally speaking it'll be fast enough. And right here, the enemy, the ruler should appear, but they're not. So now this is where it gets scary, because we could run into the unfortunate circumstance where they just don't come in enough time, and then the base that we just took before gets taken. But here, they've spawned literally on top of us. And Nobunaga chops it out. Literally 3 minutes ahead of last time, just because of better lines. Last time we started at the bottom end of the far back main camp, which is just, that's way too far for the beginning. There's no reason for it. And we actually have less troops than this time, so it doesn't really make much sense. By the way, I can make my sword shiny. This is kind of a sidebar note, but I have that move. You have R1 kind of like weapon abilities in this game, so I can actually like hover my hand over my sword and make it all cool. And it does extra damage, but there's almost no reason to do that. You can actually do it and then hop back on your horse, but again, it's just wasting time. I'll only get off my horse in the beginning here if it's like really necessary, or there's maybe a lot more officers. But yeah, I'm surprised. Nobunaga's like attack chain on the horse, extremely solid. I said, now we're going to do some funny things here. We're going to, we're in a weird position right now. We're actually at the bottom, and this is why I didn't really want to play Nobunaga, is that this little, like, this prefecture that we're in right here is actually closed off to anything. It can only attack the prefecture in the north. Strategically, we've basically put ourselves in a corner. So I've got to actually manually move all my units back to a better section. Yeah, just Nobunaga's like starting position just in general is not really the best for the speed run. I'm gonna be what do we do here? So let's go north first. I always kind of meander about this. Thinking. Let's go one more north, just so we have the positions. This is also RNG about which other kingdoms will get attacked and which ones won't. It's not always the same. There's a general idea. I have way too many pictures of this game on my phone to try and gauge when that might be, but it's not an exact science. Generally speaking, Nobunaga's area, there's a lot of fighting that goes on. Kyushu is probably the better starting position. The top north is not. Like Tohoku is actually pretty bad area to start in, because you're going to get attacked a lot, and then you're landlocked, so you can't just throw away your kingdom. The strategy here is that we've given ourselves enough options, and we're leading the charge. So I don't care if somebody takes my land, as long as I have access to the main kingdom of that land. So they can take my lands as long as I can attack their ruler and route their ruler out. I can take all their lands in one swipe. So basically, I don't have to do any extra battles. And yeah, this one's done, by the way. That was the ruler. Everybody's scared. It's terrorizing the whole area. Great. Couldn't have had a better stage here. This was not even like a minute battle. We took one base, we went up. This kingdom is gone, erased from history. So sad. But now the good thing is we have this stretch of land that's going up. So we're probably going to lose a lot of land. The idea is that I want to stretch all the way to the right and the left. So based on which land is taken, I can take those. The number one issues are coming up in a second once we get to the map. Once we go through the level up stage. Some of my characters didn't get captured, by the way, but in this map, in general, as long as I don't have like multiple lands, we should be fine. Good. So that territory had some sort of natural disaster. Going by a little too fast for me to read. Level 2 weapons, and so now we have level 2 weapons. We're going to go right into level 3 weapons. Sorry, we don't focus on troops. So here's where the strange strategy comes in. Do we go left or we go right? I'm going to take one position to the left here. I'm going to say left. So I just want to make sure that I don't have to deal with taking Kyushu, because the Shimazu clan, they tend to take all of Kyushu, and they're at the bottom left. So I have to do like all these extra. They're not necessarily extra battles, but the way to look is I could have gotten there sooner. Hey, look, we're at level up. Huge jump in power, by the way. Huge jump in power. 2 bases, and then we're at the main camp. And this one, we actually go in the castle. But yeah, no, the game might change if on other campaigns you can possibly, somehow start with being able to find a horse, and I'll definitely test that out. And obviously, Medium Plus, you can carry, your horse carries it, so it's a non-issue. And even more than that, there's actually like some named officers and a lot of generic officers, as well as you can give a custom officer the ability to call a horse. Problem is that the calling horse in this game is the function is buggy at best. What I mean by that is when you call a horse in this game, depending on where you call from, one can take a their call spot where they'll like spawn can sometimes be ridiculously far away, combined with getting stuck on things. It's actually not that useful, and sometimes you can end up wasting more time than you would intend to. By the way, the castle spot, you just literally walk up the stairs and we'll go over. It's a really nice castle. Sorry I don't get to show you more of it. Castle design in this game is fantastic. My only complaint is that on some of you can't jump from the second floor of the castle. There's like these invisible walls. But if I find that spot, that is the mash text. So I did find out your gauge is always blue. So sometimes you're on the left and the right, and I didn't know that. But yeah, I can do the same Samurai Warriors mash, so now I don't ever lose those battles because I was confused before. So I do my side mash. I'm very confident in my mashing ability. I'm very, very confident. But yeah, did not understand the mashing gauge in this game the first time I saw it. I was like, what does all this mean? Put luck on there. Luck 2 can be good. I don't know what necessarily means for all the drops and stuff. So we had someone get captured, but we've taken over the territory, so they're not captured. It doesn't even display. I think it's weird that it does that, but I guess it makes sense. Level up our sword. We should be able to get sword level 3. Yeah, very good. And then now what we do from here on out is we're going to increase our troop count by 3. So good. Now they're taking over territories. It's going a little bit different than I anticipated or hoped. So after we take this over, we may swing around. Not nearly enough battles. We want the AI to go and have more battles so that we can... 2, 3, okay, this is going to be pretty straightforward. So that we can kind of swoop down. You're just going straight down. Sorry. Samurai Warriors maps are actually pretty hard to follow sometimes. They're really nice. I actually really enjoy the maps in this game. They are a maze. Not quite enough. We gotta get rid of them. I can't afford this line being taken, because then our ability to take the main base disappears. Wait, is this an area I can't actually climb up? A perfect example of why Samurai Warriors maps can be confusing sometimes. So there's actually just a wall there. I didn't know there was a wall there, or I didn't remember. But it's very difficult to gauge that by looking at the mini-map, or the major map, so I always have to switch to this view. You can do that just by pressing L2, it's the same. Most Warriors games. Oh, I have to go up north. Sorry, we're losing a little bit of time here just because I don't know where the heck I'm going. The good thing is we've taken care of all the minor officers, so I doubt that we have to deal with too much else, too many other enemies. Once we get, well, I haven't got the music yet, but I can basically give my army several commands. I can command them to attack everyone, defend the bases, or I can tell them to defend, attack, do whatever you want, and then I also can press the left directional key to tell them to follow me. The follow key is extremely good. It was told to be careful to use it, but then once I realized how effective it is, I can't ignore that it's really good, especially in the later missions if you're having trouble. It's extremely effective. In fact, it's probably the key to beating normal and chaos difficulty levels of this game. And you gain access to Team Supers in this game, which in the past have been kind of whatever. But in this game, when you do a Team Super, you actually get some major attack benefits. You can even get like ×4 attack based off if your spouse or family members, or I guess maybe there's specific offers that you can do it with, but if like relatives or whatever are there, you basically get this like incredible power up. I think I defeated him. I'm not seeing them. Okay, maybe that's the final guy. To be fair, this is where objects just got in my way. This is not the best map for me just now, but as long as we don't have to do it again. I'd like to get into Kyushu and then not worry about it. But the problem is the east side of Japan is not fighting enough right now. I thought that Chubu and Kansai and Tohoku would be taking more territories, but I guess everyone's taking a holiday first. Of course, he got a little bit faster. That's good news. Good, they lost that battle. So the territories at the top and the bottom of Chubu are and Kansai are really hard to get to, and actually provide a lot of headache for me. So see what's happening now? That territory is attacking at the bottom. So I can just say, okay, well, if they take that territory, I know which path. I can basically say, I'll skip this turn because you guys are doing your own fight. So what we'll do this turn is I didn't move my troops down, so we'll just attack this one on the south side. And then but I can lose a lot of time if I don't route the enemy commander fast enough. But because of the starting position I chose, I'm going to have to move quite often. Alright, so I've done a formation here. I've given myself attack for the start of the battle, unless they used some sort of formation like cancel mine. And the main reason is that formations actually give you bonuses. It looks like I don't know what they chose. I attacked them and go through. I forget which cancels which out, but I think it's like defense cancels out attack, and speed cancels out defense, or something like that. Kind of like a rock, paper, scissors game with the formations. It's always nice to have this little base up here, but for one reason or another, we didn't get it this time. But now it's just a straight shot. These two bases up top. We gotta hope and pray. Our officers don't let that little top base be taken. All these rats are just high risk. And there's level 1, so what could have happened is that I used the level 1 and they used it level 2 or something and canceled out. I didn't see them do anything. I was hoping to KO them. I'm telling, I just gave a command to everyone to just attack, so they stay on top of the enemy. Yeah, we lost the base that we just took. This is where things can get a little bit annoying. Definitely kill all the base captains though, so no, I didn't think it was. Whatever. We don't have time to sit in that base. It's supposed to be a quick map, but my allies did not hold it. I don't know why. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call them all to my position so they can stop being stupid. And then when they get here, I'm going to tell them. Now, I mentioned this before, but if you leave a base and you don't take it, and even though I got rid of all the base captains, there's probably going to be several base captains that have reappeared. So, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to guess there's 3 or 4. Let's count. 1 here, 2. I feel like there's 1 more. 3. Hopefully that's the only one that appeared, but we gotta like circle in here for a second. Now we can get it. I could have stayed the extra second, but so base captains also can get like stuck on fences and stuff. It's pretty. You're not him. There's your evidence that even if you defeat the base captains, you cannot win the mission. You literally just took care of all the base captains before the Lord of this kingdom came. And didn't matter. No, you have to defeat the ruler, or you can't pass. And a lot of times they have more health. They have like just a ridiculous amount of health attached. Like a jokingly large amount. It's the normal run I did of on some of the, you can see like the final boss is just like a little tank. That makes no sense. Great leveling up though. I mean, to be fair, that mission took much longer than I hoped for. I don't know how this is going. I'll put you. Sometimes I'll recruit them. And that's basically if I invade, I can take an extra spot. If they took over, that's good. That's really good, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty mean here. I'm gonna take over. I've restored most of my troops. Should be like at max or close to max. We're gonna take the ruler and then we'll be pretty safe in our position in Kyushu. Not only that, but we're gonna have an extra general fighting in this battle, just in case. So we're kind of bullying the CPU now, but that's only on in Kyushu, right? It's gonna get a lot more difficult soon. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Unfortunately, not the best lineup for this map. The best position is if you always have that top area taken. The top route or the castle's much nicer. Also looks nicer too. My hope is that because I'm technically the beating the player is the lose condition for myself, and I'm playing as Nobunaga, that most of the enemy, you know, the CPU just always kind of targets me. That's really good. Like that. We hit them too far away. It's not really the best. Gotta wait for something to make sure we take it. We're gonna go up north because I see an officer there. Probably gonna try and hit us on our way. Might as well go there. Clean them up. And then we've got one more base to go to make the That was me pressing triangle during the bridge. If I were to hit the enemy, it's basically stuns him. It's pretty cheap. It's like a little a little jump that the enemy does, and the enemy can't really guard it, so you can just keep them on the ground. The problem is there's no damage whatsoever. But you can just troll the opponent with that, of course. See, so the enemies use a formation. Small base. We have kept the line, and we can go straight to the boss. Personally, we'll do it. Launch him up, and we'll get a 1, 2, 3 attack on him. Wave our shiny sword. Show our dominance. "30 minutes, and we're doing pretty good. You're going to see we're going to have 2 territories in Kyushu, even though we fought 1. Hopefully. Correct. Sometimes, the enemy will move their general around. It does not happen all the time, particularly not in Kyushu. But we'll see. I didn't check. I did not check if that was actually their ruler, but yes, it was. So you can see now we have access to both places in Kyushu, so I can just straight up exit Kyushu. I'm going to come back here eventually. I would have to move my troops around anyway, so there's no real reason to do a bunch of stuff. The north is having some nice fights, so we're going to cut across and then down outside. I know some deep strategy going on here. It's actually necessary. Heal our troops. make some money. And then we're gonna move our whole army back to the middle of Japan, Chugoku Kansai region, and we're gonna start to take over the rest of this area. We've left our one captain that we recruited in the area, and we might do some more recruiting. But the reason why I go this direction first is you see there's like those mountains, right? So that little north area, and I don't know the name of there. That's, I guess we lost that formation. Okay, that little kingdom is tucked away, so you can only hit it from the left or the right, up at the north there. And then what happens is, a lot of times, if whoever starts winning the battle up there, they'll move their general right in that annoying spot right there. So you have to fight like 2 extra battles. So I'd rather just take that area and never have to come up here again. And it also lets me kind of like have the same option that I now have in Kyushu, where I'll be able to choose where I go. And as long as I have access to the rulers, I can choose which side I'm going to. So we take one base up here, we're going to take one more base. This is going great, by the way. This is the kind of battle I want. Okay, I guess they just ran away. This is base captain spawn rates for you. Make no sense sometimes. I definitely took all the base captains out. Just, I don't know. Some sort of teleportation going on. My base is being attacked, but I'm gonna give let's just prage and hope that my guys can kind of character that we like to use. I was thinking about using them, but they don't start with horses. And his little run dash, while it's good, it's not enough. It's just too huge of a time save to have a pony. Okay, good. So we're good. We don't have to worry about any of our bases anymore, only our main base being destroyed. But he came out to play, so we can just swing our sword and take the victory. So, oh, somebody forgot to follow me. This isn't like Dynasty Warriors. What is it? 6 or 7? I think it was 7. Where like you defeat the enemy and then the horse instantly like runs away, so you don't even get to use it. You're just like, I really wanted to ride that. Horses are always top tier. We talked about this. Horses are it's horses, then the strongest officer. Don't ever doubt the horse. Even on chaos mode, do not. Any tier list you says that's out there, you hear them talk about officers and they don't bring up horses. False. Those tier lists are lies. And they should be ignored and are completely bullshit. Now I could have recruited that officer, but I'm poor right now. Oh, but yeah, that's right. Nobunaga not being cautious of his money and his expenditures. So we're actually gonna have a turn where we chill out and just we're skipping a little cutscene right now. We're gonna continue to cross over. Yeah, see that? Like rest days. We don't need rest. We need victory. This is the region that can be some trouble. So this is the one that I like to go to. We're getting really good luck here. Great starting position. We need to hop across those bridges anyway, so having to fight our way through them. Not a bad thing. Good. I'm a little worried about the officer coming in from the north side, but we only have one other base to take before them. Maybe we can sort well. Sometimes you can aggro the officers if you like hit them, or look at, even if you just look at them wrong, they might come after you. Sometimes we saw, especially in this one, very rarely, you could attack them and they'll just keep running, because maybe they have like some other goal or base that they were sent to. It's not often. Okay, so now we did it. We connected the line. We're gonna ride to the south here and hope that the board is gonna appear in this area. Nice. Very clean. Very clean. This is what we want. This is the best outcome that we could have. I was hoping some more like Shingen might do a little more fighting, but it's whatever at this point. I might on purpose make my way into this area and then pass on certain stages once we get to level 10, just to ensure that there's some way to let them do more work. If Kyushu gets attacked, I'll then start to fight all of Kyushu. But I have a feeling we'll be okay. I don't normally let, see, this area was not as open as I would have liked, but we'll take this area. And the good news is, because we have that top area and we have this one land, I can now start to really choose which route I'm gonna go. We didn't get any speed formations. It's really annoying. 1, 2, 3 bases. I'm gonna go a little bit slower on the officer selection next time, just to make sure that I'm actually restoring enough troops. It should be enough. Usually restoring 500 to 1,000 troops in between for everybody is plenty. Please die. Let's see how the officer is coming back. Should be everyone. Something is not connected though, so I'm gonna go down here. What? Did we lose it? I don't know what just happened. I think either lost a base or I just don't know how to read maps anymore. I've read a lot of maps over the past few days. You think I would improve? When you level up in this game, by the way, it's really nice. you get a all. Yeah, that's, that wasn't even like a second. Yeah, they're just strong. They're just a strong army. Kind of kicking ass. Look how quick that base route. This guy wasn't here a second ago. Hopefully they're gonna peace out. We can now run up. Just gotta hold that base for like a few seconds. Are you joining? It's not obvious to me whether we have the space or not. There's no one here. There we go. The game just did not want to let me have it for a second. Horsey man, there he goes. There's their ruler. Bing! Here's what I mean. Just literally sit here and do this. There's no purpose to it, but you see. Can't believe you're trapped here forever. By the way, thank you everyone on the YouTube side, especially for following and supporting. I'm thinking about making some of the clips and stuff just because I know Musa's one of those I totally understand it's one of those things where it can be hard to sit through some of these, but maybe clipping some of the funny moments or some of the combos that I've found. Like the Fuma stuff that was silly. I did not know Fuma was so cheap. Alright, so again, we're a little bit of healing here. It's mining yet. Usually net is a negative net. Sometimes you make more on mining. Not sure what yeah, it's either we lost money on the So see, here's where it gets confusing. This kingdom could be taken over. But I'd rather take this kingdom and have to go, and then I'd have to fight 2 extra battles. So I'll be taking this, basically. Like my timing is pretty good coming over here. The enemy's expansion has been pretty in the rain, if I'm being honest. It's not what I expected or hoped for. This is a castle fight, so we're in an awkward position here because we're gonna have to go into this castle on the side and then walk up and over to get to the spot that we need to. I know what I said probably doesn't make much sense, but basically there's like a little walkway that's connecting these 2 castles. We're starting on the less generous. It's just not as fortunate of a starting place. Where were you a second ago? The good thing is we get to see some castle fighting. And finally, Nobunaga's gonna walk his way. Gotta do some walking. Gotta get his steps in. At some point, right? Did we not take that base just now? Are you kidding me? literally gonna have to walk back here. There was something, I knew there was something odd with the way the officers were spanning. Guys, the actual shit. Now you took it? Can you hold it? What is going on? Kill this guy. Guys, please. So you see there's no straight entrance on this side. So what we have to do is we're going to walk up these stairs. There's this beautiful, and I'm not saying this joking, it's a beautiful design. This little like walkway here. It's like probably my favorite thing in this game. Just like you can see there's like some little like fog of war, you can see the village. And now you're in the main castle. Okay, here's their main enemy. Yeah, Nobunaga's an anime character in this one. That's why it's cool. I literally have a and I have Magneto's shield too. Literally float and put a shield on myself. Alright. Yeah, we got even more attacks now. Don't know if attack, like putting attack, back attack, stuff stacked. Yeah, to see the troop count. I think we only have to like restore maybe 500, if that. Always come here. We'll always restore 500, and then we can just you know. We don't want to do the consultations and stuff because a lot of the time they'll lead to us doing unnecessary necessary things. Which one's the leader? Yeah. We'll take this spot. It's worth a second or two to think about. Two bases. Not the best officer setup though. We haven't been getting many formations. I'm pretty upset about that. Formations really are helpful. Play with Dahlia. Last time Dahlia Gal gave some good advice with that. Said some wrong things, but that was one of the things. On the point, formation really saved. The good thing is everybody is coming on my location right now. There's a lot of offers here. Let me stay in. I think I just summoned a base captain. I can't tell. Okay, good. We took it. It can be confusing sometimes. Like you just have to wait until it turns blue. That's just it. If you leave too soon, you can just Ruin it for yourself. And base captains will be summoned to attack this as well. And once we get to level 3 max, by the way, for our Muso, we gain these like meteors that fly and hit them hard. That was the best. Why? There's no officer in that base. They just okay. Did you come out? Okay, well then screw it. Have the base. I don't have to worry. I was extremely lucky just now. Extremely lucky that worked. Normally what would happen is if they must have appeared at exactly the same time. And if that base had been taken and it wasn't connected still. Are you really trying to fight me? Are you about it? You about that life? You're not gonna run away? I've never seen that. But yeah, we got lucky because that base got taken over, and I guess the enemy ruler appeared at exactly the same time. But if it had been any later, we would have had to go back and fight again. Oh, I don't want that. Alright, so now the whole Tohoku is pretty much game set. It's ours. So, because it's our area, and this middle area is also being set up for us to take, I'm going to go ahead and move the troops to a new location. It doesn't look like Kyushu's being attacked, so don't have much to worry about. Do a quick restore. Get a rank up. So we moved our army. We're gonna go ahead and take this area, and we'll get 2 territories for the price of 1 battle. And that's just because we're very likely to be attacked. And then hopefully, Shingen's not doing anything, and I don't know why, because normally they're pretty aggressive. But I guess he's just petting his horse all day. So that's giving us an opportunity to actually do something. This is also a really, really good. I'm actually surprised how advantageous this is. It's not going to take as much. Problem is, it's a gray on the mini-map, so you can't like really gauge whether it's an exit or an entrance. I'm very excited for the remake, by the way, for this dinosaur works. Readable mini-map, etc. Okay, these special units they have, that are like armored one, those guys have very low health, but extremely high attack. They're probably like the best attack. We're gonna hope that we don't encounter that. We're already at the castle, so no horses allowed. The annoying part is which this one is 3 floors if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we just only have to worry about getting rid of the ruler, so nothing else really matters here. this guy. Oh yeah, projectile's actually not that bad. It's actually better just to follow up with that. What? That's funny. And he's gone. Yeah, that's the level I wish you could jump down from. Alright, so we just got 2 territories. Uma did absolutely nothing. It's one of the few characters you can't make a custom character of. You're the only in this game. Powerful level ups here. Now my hope is that we I think that's pretty much our goal. But I'm gonna do money stuff this time. Let's go south. We need this little area here. Honestly, not a great map. 2 bases, but they're on our base already. They're here. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm actually gonna go this side. Okay. And just hope that our dudes they can hold together. If they can, we're good. We're gonna be really close to finishing this. Another hour 30 would be awesome. Running on the fat PS2 now because of all the freezes we had on the skinny one. Just had enough of the nonsense in this game. When I would be sleeping, it would freeze. Knock the officer out, so technically we should have taken this. Might have just been still engaged in some. There we go. Alright. If everything's correct, Willow should appear. They're taking their sweet time though. Sorry, I was trying to do some cool stuff, but off with you. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything other questions and stuff about the route and all that, I'm trying to post the information on the Warriors Discord. Novice is really not going to change much from normal. It's just that those first few battles in normal, I would say the first 2 battles in normal are going to be really important. And then also the positioning. Possibly you'll just have to pass turns. I could have passed turns here too, but the problem is that there's not enough, there's too many territories in this map, so it actually creates this like weird problem where you're not close enough to everything, and so you have to move around way more. Good news is, we get to defeat. You cannot attack really safe, and I don't know why. Apparently, the mountain range here extends to the east side, so even though we've been right next to them, we had to go all the way around to attack them. But I wouldn't mind a historical explanation of that. Also, we outnumber them by a significant amount, but it gave me a really, really obnoxious starting position here. The good thing is, this map is very open, so I can just go to the west side, then go down. Was that necessary? No. The base. The base. Go straight down. Let's see if we can slice and dissect. Pretty good. The base captain gave an attack power +2, which is interesting. Yeah, we're about to lose the base, but hopefully it opened up. Their ruler comes. There we go. That's the full combo, actually. That's it. Oh, I didn't make my sword glowy, so I don't know if I can clip that. We gotta do this. I should make my sword glow, hop on the horse, then do the combo. Just to be trolly. Okay, we got like extra power-ups for our weapon skill. That's gonna be fun to watch. What does the extra power-up for the shield do? Why does Nobunaga just play like Magneto in this? So we're gonna put them. Here. Now we have to move. I was hoping that Shingen and them would kind of fight one more time. They didn't. So we gotta move up our army. They're restored. Let's move Yuchi now. Oh, actually, why did we not take over? Oh, I've literally been looking at this thing that's been on our territory this whole time. Good. Okay, so they are attacking us. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I'm actually hoping that they will attack. Not a great map, if I'm being real. This is pretty awful. Well, the best choice here is to just go straight up and take it. I want.
味方拠点の守りにつくわ。
拠点を守りに行かねば。拠点を攻めるぞ。あの拠点を攻めるので。私が出ます。守りは頼みました。
私がいるわ。だから何も心配しない。
ここは引きましょう。信長が滅した。
Like this.
ここは引いておく意味ないか。敵将信長が滅した。
I would just put a straight line through it.
無理はせず、ここは引きましょう。敵将
They might be coming my way. Yep.
この拠点、我が手に落ちた。無理はせず、ここは引きましょう。敵将信長が滅した。
Again, way too many enemy units in there. This is not really a good map. I don't understand. I mean, the unit count is pretty similar, but I don't know really what determines the RK for starting placement, base placement. One of those like tactics and stuff you can use. I'm sure that would have played a huge help in this. Just kind of is what it is, you know. Usually I just do 1, 2, 3 because after the 1, 2, 3 back in the horse, you lose damage. Here?
この拠点、我が手に落ちた。我こそが最強最後の観音よ。この地獄、きっと返してくれようだ。敵将、信長が滅した。
Super Sun that we didn't get to use. That is an unnecessary long power. I guess it just makes it last longer. It is a decent amount of damage, but what's there? Tachibana has the same thing. And it's electric effect, so it's arguably better. Oh no, you took over my kingdom. But it's not that serious. Whoops, I forgot to change stations. Oh, wasted a turn. Maybe that will that was my mistake. There we are. They're not fighting, so I'm just going to gonna move to a better area. Man, the worst thing that could happen with Kyushu is they just attack me at the same time. Yeah, I was hoping there'd be a little bit more fighting. It's fine. 2-3. The good thing is, like, most of the really annoying battles are over. Kyushu maps are actually pretty quick and decent. I mean, Shimazu probably has a huge army now. Doesn't bother me. One thing I could have done, like, maybe extra is, like, get some more special units, like sumo units, all this other thing. Yeah. It's pretty unnecessary. We go all the way over here. Hoping that the officers might take the area. They can hold it just for a second. Just for a little bit. We'll be fine. Existence. Reached good at gozaimasu. What are you doing? Kill this guy. We're just finishing up on Samurai Warriors. How's everyone doing that? Okay, so the ruler should appear, but we're cutting it very, 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 very close. See, so what's happened is I've pissed them off, so they're chasing me. They're not even attacking my bases now, they're just coming for me, and that's going to help us get a really good time. So let's do a combo. Boop, stun, boop, launch, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, good measure, do a dance, not for him, but for our horse. Get hype. We got two territories in one battle. And now we're gonna take back our. I was hoping they would do more, but I don't know. Shingen just kind of acted scared this time. Pretty good run, actually. So we unfortunately have to move, but I'm gonna hire this person. I'm gonna put them here. They're gonna be a lieutenant, and you'll see why in a bit. We're gonna basically completely overrun the enemy in this next coming battle. But yeah, we have 3 battles left. It's over. It's done. We've been ignoring the emperor, our duties, our civilians, all to take some land. And now, by the way, the emperor took a level away from us, so he can go off somewhere. Oh, it's too far. Skip 1. My bad. That was my mistake. But I will do 1 extra restore. Let's move the units to the correct place. Let's move here, yeah. matter. Yeah, we have extra commands and stuff we can do. It's not important. Okay, let's go about to destroy the big bad now. Okay, so this is the last difficult territory we have to take, and we're gonna take over Kyushu. Doesn't seem right. The starting position, not nice. Gonna be real. It's a pretty obnoxious starting position. Normally I would want to be all the way to the other side. I actually don't know this path. Hoping it's just straight. And the issue I foresee here is that our main base is, it looks like it's a straight shot for the enemy. Unless they walk around. The castle layout in this one's kind of weird too. You're in a castle for a second, then you're outside, and you can actually call your horse, and then level up. You'll see this, like, it's only a few seconds, but it feels so great. They come up and fight me. I'm hoping he'll come up here and actually do battle. So he's coming. Him to come up properly. Keeping the mini map open to make sure the moment he steps foot near me, we stomp him out. Good. Because we don't need any officers taking our line. And we're cooked. So here's the annoying thing, right? I don't know the pathing for the top area. I could do that. I just don't know it. I don't know how long it goes. I don't know where it goes. It's one of those. I'm trying to think of the stage in Dynasty Warriors that's like that. It's like the mystical forest. When you walk in there, it's like you gotta know the college to make left, right. It's not as bad in this one, but it still can be overall confusing. I'm just stunned. Should have taken it. Problem is, you can see there's like an officer right here. So now you walk outside in this outdoor area right here. Yeah. And that's where this is where the final fight is. Then appears. This map confuses me. Oh, okay, it is connecting. I was like, oh, it's not connecting for a second. It's also, this can be confusing the first time you walk in here. So you walk in on this left side, you have to then go upstairs, cross over, and then walk down. That's all it is. Yeah, there's no like secret wall here. Our sword would be cool. Sometimes going fast is good, but we need the glowing neon pink purple. We're gonna do some combos. Oh, it ran out already. What trash is that? Okay, I didn't know it runs out that quickly. That's garbage. Can I just do the normal power up then? Yeah. See how much quicker that is? What is this? It's a faster swing. It looks nice, but is it necessary? Necessary. Well, that was the big battle. That was supposed to be the hard one. And like I said, I was trying to get under an hour and 30 today. We're right there. We got 2 more fights. Kyushu. Save the best for last. It's going to be Shimazu is going to be a little bit of a tough battle, just because they're so buffed up. I'm not going to worry about powering up my sword. There's better items and power-ups in there. There's like reach 7 plus 7. It's pretty good. That's great. And we're going to say, hey, you know, we don't need you. We'll do one troop heal. Troop heal. And then we'll go ahead here. Now we're going to the final battle. Final 2 battles. So see, they're attacking our territory here. I don't care. It means during that time, I'll attack Himazu. It's like, it doesn't bother me at all. For some reason, again, troop count is almost the same. I don't know. Sometimes this game just doesn't make sense on base placement. Why is base placement so bad?
かつて対等がそれで信長と並んだつもり
あの拠点もらおうか。
あの拠点を攻め立てよ
To be fair, their base had nothing in it, but again, why? Actually, legitimately curious why base placement is so bad. You're just rolling the dice every time. Pretty much what it is. One more spell. On this side. There's Shimazu himself. He's not the ruler of the kingdom anymore. He just spawned. Okay, so this map, luckily I've played this one enough. It's really awkward. You go out here and then you swing. It's up to, I don't know how to explain it. And then you swing down here. And then you have to go in here to destroy this base. And it's really easy to miss this. One more base. We're good to go. I think there's an enemy officer up there that's just kind of wandering, doing some things. Overly concerned. A few more seconds, hopefully. There we go. The old man has appeared. Could have done this. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Last battle coming up. 129, a little over. Yeah, this is also kind of RNG because you have to hope that the enemy attacks the right areas. In this case, didn't really happen for us. It's not a big deal. Oh, okay. I just gave him Shimazu then. That was smart. We're going to sleep after this. Okay, but I guess Shimazu just retreated back to one of our areas. Funny how they allowed that. This is the final battle. This is it. Will they give us some nice RNG? Actually, yes. Surprised, actually. Is the formation gonna work? Or... No.
それで信長と並んだつもりか
あの拠点もらおうかしら無理はせずここは引きましょう
Take this one base and go up and get our victory.
この拠点我が手に落ちた
It's done. Let's go. Final boss.
後輩の守りに不安がありますね承知した任せておけそして参るあの拠点を攻めるのだ手加減はせぬぞ
犬が視界
拠点を守らない乗れ引くぞ
敵将信長が滅した
That should be GG at 132. But I'm gonna let the timer go to the very end just in case. Just to show the actual final input necessary. For that fight? So what was that? 1 hour 32 minutes. That's about what I expect. I mean, I actually expected a little bit more, but the attacks on bases this time they weren't that good. Tohoku didn't do nearly enough battling with itself. Kansai was a joke. As was Chubu. It's what it is. Kyushu surprisingly stood still the whole time, which usually they're one of them. If you're not starting Kyushu, they tend to be kind of active, and someone will try and take over their own territory, but it didn't happen. And we got to cut all the way into it, so we saved time on that. But while we were cutting into Kyushu, nothing was happening on the west side. Yeah, see how quickly we got there? Pretty quickly. Like strategically, we're set up for success. very nice fight. I'm happy with this. This is a good example of how the route go. I don't think it'll be much different in normal. I think that in normal you're looking at maybe an extra hour, especially toward the end. The last few fights are gonna suck. There could be the strategy of where you decide to skip. So depending on where you decide to like how many fights you decide to skip and how the battles go, you could roll the dice. But you still have to put yourself in a better position. I think that the main issue with Kawanaka Jima is that there's just too many areas. It's like a divided land basically. So you're having to fight your way at too many spots. By the way, to give it an example of how quick this was, the normal New Game Plus run of this by Witchicorn is 1 hour and 18 minutes. So we're very close to their run. They're the moderator for this game as well. So I think the route is set. I would have much rather, again, started in Kyushu or a better area. But unfortunately, just not much going on in this. I only really have 3-4 choices at most for this map if I'm trying to save on time. Could have made some decisions faster, could have skipped some things. It would have been better, but very cool. We're just listening to the ending, whatever I want it to be. Basically a giant what if scenario. Next, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's 3 a.m. now. Like I said, a little bit overestimate than what I expected, but still good for a new game. No save data, no weapons. This is pretty much the route. Kyushu might be good. You'd have to take it over. You could use a generic officer, I guess. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. And then hope that you... And there is a shop in Kyushu, so you could get to the shop and buy a horse and sacrifice having one turn. But you're still using... It's just Shimazu. That's it. There's no one else other than Shimazu in this timeline of Kyushu. So you're super limited by your character and officer choice. I mean, I did the run already. It was like an hour and... I think it was like an hour and 38, hour and 40 something. With the 2 runs we did with the generic officer. So you're still losing time just because you're limited on your office, on that generic officer's growth. I don't know. I don't know why this game has so many weird things about it. And when I do the tier list, it's going to be interesting because I have to account for how available an officer is. And the majority of the scenarios, a lot of the officers that are really, really strong in this game, that are really good, are just flat out not available. And so it's one of like the few Empires games where that, it might be the only one I played now where that is a real detriment. Where in other Empires games, you can make do with the position, or that officer can become available almost instantly. And this way, the only way to get around it is make a custom character, and then go and start in a position that is next to that custom character, or where that custom character would be, and recruit them. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it really. But yeah, just in general, looking at the character ranking, yeah, most the characters I want to play with since this game are all. We found out they're not even like Toyotomi Hideyoshi is not available in most of the scenarios. Shimazu's okay, but their position is kind of whack, and they don't have good starting stuff. Tachibana Ginchio is great. Like, that's one of the characters I thought might be the best. There's a few others on this list. Maeda Keiji is a strong character, most definitely. But again, not available on most of the maps. So it's like, how do you rate this character if they're just not there? They're just not available. Do I save this?